All right. Oop. I had audio on too loud right here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the best goddamn news channel there is. We tell you I'm not going to tell you the truth. It's up to you on what you think is the truth. But today, special, I got a medium on my channel. So when we look at some of these videos, I'm going to ask the medium, do you feel something with this video? Do you not? And when we get to the paranormal stuff, I'm going to show you some videos from her channel and about what she does on an investigation. So it's going to be a little different today. So I'm going to start with different segments first. I'm going to start the paranormal last, because I want to save the best for last. Okay. So the first I'm going to show today is going to be UFOs, just because we have had Congress talk about UFOs today. So we're going to start off the show with UFOs, and I'll give you my thoughts on this Congress talking about UFOs today. So let's just get right into it. And, so Ember, I don't know if you even watch any clips of the UFO Congress talking about UFOs today. I don't know if you even care about what the government says, but I watch a little bit here and there, clips here and there. And what I'm going to show you guys first is I forgot to show this yesterday. And because our friend, let me share a channel real quick. I'm going to share a channel. Unidentified S4 did a show today where he watched the historic congressional hearing on his channel. So if you guys have not watched the congressional hearing, and if you're interested in watching this, you can I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put the comments here. I'm going to put it in the chat right here. And that's the link to his channel. And that's if you care to watch it. Oh, wrong one. There we go. So that's Unidentified S4. And he actually made a cool little video trailer yesterday about him watching the congressional. And I appreciate people's work. When people do good work, I like to show off some of their work. And this is what he made yesterday.
Fellow Americans, the sighting over Washington yesterday has alarmed many of you.
That's no, is it? It's not. There's another thing. Been briefed on the subject of UFOs, and if so, when was it?
This is our goal.
The camera filter came off, Mark. It's about your 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock going away. Don't worry.
Have an unidentified flying object.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Essenplayer, host of Unidentified S4 YouTube channel. For the first time in more than 50 years, the U.S. Congress will hold open mic hearings on unidentified aerial phenomenon, also known as UAP. That term has been in the news, especially since June 2021, when the U.S. intelligence community released a much-awaited report on the unexplained sightings. By the military, UAP has now become government speak for what most of us call UFOs, or unidentified flying objects. The House Intelligence, Counterterrorism, Counterintelligence, and Counterprofessionalism teams of the subcommittee will hold the hearings tomorrow, Tuesday, May 17th, 2022, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Throughout the day, my platform, Unidentified S4 YouTube.
And on his channel, like I said, people, he actually did. Here, let me show you guys again. He actually had it. You can see here that he actually watched it live on his channel. You know, and so Amber, I don't know if you're into this kind of stuff, watching government talk about congressional hearing, but you know, I watched it and exactly what I knew. It was nothing more, in my opinion. It was nothing more than a joke. I mean, I was watching a little bit, and here's this guy, Amber. He was talking about gases. Well, can a gas in the air? And the military guy was talking, well, can a gas be a solid in the air? And then, you know, military guys, well, yeah. So could that be an explanation for some of these flying objects? I mean, the whole thing was just a crapshoot. It was stupid. And listen, this is my opinion. This is a waste of taxpayers' money. I mean, seriously, this was a total waste of taxpayers' money. Because did we learn anything from this? Absolutely not. They didn't admit to nothing. Oh, they admit that there are flying objects in the sky, but they didn't admit to like alien ships or out there, because everybody knows the military is not. Listen, I've been in the military. Military is not going to tell you that. Amber, you ever watch a cartoon South Park?
A long time ago.
Okay. In one episode, South Park, they made a band, and in South Park cartoon, they decided that, hey, this band, we're gonna make a documentary about this band, because every band now has a documentary. Everybody makes a documentary about all bands. But for this to be released in China, the China people had to take the script like, oh, look, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't say this. Oh, you can say this, but you can't say this. So, you know, who's ever up there weren't allowed to say certain things. So I think the whole thing was just a baloney. It was a waste of taxpayers' money. You know, right now there's a shortage of actually powder milk for babies because what went on. Our taxpayers' money should have went to something to help parents to get powder milk on the shelves. Or how about with the gas prices being lowered? But no, we waste stupid taxpayers' money on stuff like this that we already know what's going on. But Amber, do you even care about these congressional hearings, anything like that?
I haven't, like, as far as, well, I don't watch TV at all anymore. We got rid of cable about 2 years ago, so I don't even watch the weather. But if they're trying to just tell people that flying objects are just gas coming together, like, I don't know who would believe that, you know?
I know.
That's crazy.
I was just like laughing at this whole thing, and I don't know what people are expecting that they're gonna learn from this. I mean,
right?
I just think that it's just a bunch of Congress are trying to look cool in front of certain people, trying to act like they care, you know, and they're gonna for votes. But but we're gonna be more open. We're gonna listen. They're only gonna let you know what they think they're gonna let you know. They're not gonna let you know anything that's real important.
They're gonna tell you what they want you to believe. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
That's exactly it. So if you guys do care, you guys do want to watch it, if you're going to watch it, listen, watch it through Unidentified S4's channel. If you're going to watch congressional hearing, don't give CNN, Fox News your view. Give it to a guy who really is studying the UFOs. So go to his channel, watch it from his channel, and he'll give you his point of view of what he's seeing. So beyond that, this next one I'm going to show you is suspected UFO over Sydney turns out to be a Chinese rocket. Really? Is it a Chinese rocket? Let's see.
Was it a bird? A plane? Not Superman. Maybe the bat signal.
What is that?
Wait, no way! A boomerang-shaped flare about 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Not a meteor.
Could have been a shooting star too, but usually they zip way quicker.
Or worse.
If that's a nuke, good knowing you.
No, thank goodness.
What if that was like a missile or something?
Close enough. This is what it was. A Chinese Long March 3B rocket blasting off late yesterday. Its trajectory taking it from central China across north and eastern Australia. What we saw from the ground was an upper stage burn.
It confirms it was the Long March 3B. So you get these kind of plumes or exhausts, kind of like contrails that an airplane gets.
Here's what it looks like from an earlier mission. This one said to be carrying an Earth observation satellite.
It most definitely could be in the realm of spy or military satellites.
The payload now in orbit, about 40,000 kilometres up. It's their 390th Long March launch. Routine for China, a treat for us.
Dad, don't swear at all the people on Channel 7.
Angela Cox, 7 News.
Okay, why am I showing this? I've told you guys now, if there's any kind of a sighting, it's so easy nowadays to say it's a satellite, it's a rocket, it's from China, it's a, what is it now? Oh, it's a SpaceX, it's a SpaceX rocket, it's a meteorite. And then what I'm saying is, I'm not telling you that is directly a UFO, a flying object, but don't always believe the smoke screen that they tell you. Well, it's this, it's that. All you technically know is you might really be seeing a UFO, and they're just using cover-ups as rockets. I'm not saying is you got to be more open-minded.
I just want to throw in there that the what he described is how far away it was. That's not that high up. That was not that far away for what he said it was. I don't think so. It looked a lot closer.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. You know, look at that. I mean, if you look right there, that's a rocket. Okay, looks like it's going sideways, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it could be a real rocket. You know, but don't listen. UFOs are the most easiest things to cover up nowadays. I mean, so Amber, if you saw a UFO, I could tell you, well, Amber, you probably saw a drone. Or you probably saw a meteorite. Probably saw, you know what I mean? It's so easy trying to blame it on something else. So don't always assume what you're seeing is being told the truth by our wonderful government, local news, Fox News, and all that. I mean, I showed you guys on yesterday's clip that the Fox News basically called all scientists who does believe in UFOs idiots. I mean, that was from a news channel. A host of a news channel called people idiots if they believed in it. So, you know, so don't always think that's what it is, but it's not. Do not always trust the media. Now, I do trust the media.
We could always call everybody that believes in the media idiots too. I mean, not that I'm doing that because I know people watch it. That's not what I meant, but it could go both ways is what I meant. But what do we know, right? We're not NASA. That was funny.
But Amber, how do you know we're not NASA? You know, you and I, we probably work for NASA. We're doing this on the side. We're trying you know, we get government.
Everybody taking pictures and videos of stuff in the sky are doing their research for them. Yeah. There's definitely things in the sky. I've seen several throughout my life, and this was back before you know, cool phones existed. So you know, when you see one, you know it's there.
Yeah, you know what it is. So guys, we're gonna be looking at a couple Bigfoot videos. Here we go. I did forget to say that I do have a new member of my channel. My flock is everywhere. Joined the Paranormal Highway channel. I want to say thank you for being a member. I appreciate it. Your contribution to the channel goes a long ways, and I appreciate that. This first video that I'm going to show you guys it's an older video. A lot of people in the Bigfoot community probably have seen this. And what did I just screw up on? Oh, hold on. Here it is. Okay, I'm getting used to on how to work the overlays, people. So I'm a one-man show. I work the overlays myself. So if I crisscross, I apologize. This one, a lot of people probably have seen, but remember, even though you're in the Bigfoot community, remember, some people in the paranormal, UFOs have never seen this. So all because you've seen it doesn't mean the person next to you have seen it. So this is supposedly Bigfoot in the bushes. Right there.
Okay, is that Bigfoot in Provo Canyon? That's what a lot of people on the internet are thinking. It was a group of siblings from Provo who were camping in the canyon on Monday. The man who posted the video doesn't want to be identified because he'd rather not become the focal point of the Bigfoot fan club. He says he has never been all that interested in Bigfoot, but we're going to keep showing you this video here. He says he didn't believe in it, but now he doesn't know what to believe.
We actually been standing there for a while, and then when it stood up and looked at us, we assumed it was a bear all the way up to that point, but when it stood up and looked at us, it was this massive
right there.
animal. We don't know what it was. I mean, none of us really believe in Bigfoot, so we've talked about it over and over again since that happened on Monday, and since then, like, we're almost all of us are positive that thing wasn't a bear.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, did you see it?
Yeah, I was searching for him. I'm like, where's Bigfoot? And there he is,
yeah,
allegedly.
And it's the weird thing is when he starts getting up, it looks like he has like arms, and that's the thing. See, do you see the arm coming up there? But
that is scary.
It could be a bear though.
No, that does not look like a bear. That is Bigfoot.
Could be a guy in a gorilla suit. But they say it's not a hoax, so they don't know what it is. If you want to hear everything the video shooter told us on the phone, you can hear that conversation on our website on fox13now.com.
So, Amber, are you a believer now?
Absolutely.
I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't tell you if that is true Bigfoot behind the bushes, but here, let me see here. There's other better footage from Provo Canyon. It's if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there is. I had done other videos from Provo Canyon in the past, so there's been several cases in that area of people seeing Bigfoot, and like I said, there's been, I can't remember, but I think there's been over 20 cases that I know of that's been in Provo, and only takes one to make it real. Only one out of 20. That doesn't need to be half. It doesn't need to be 90%. Only takes one. And that's pretty good. I like what the lady said. It's not, you could tell it's not a bear. Now, is it a human in this suit? You and I can't tell. Actually, Amber, when you watch a video, I'm curious about this. Now, all these videos, this is way past tense. But even though this is past tense, do you ever get a sense with your abilities to look at an older video and have a feeling that that's real? Not because you're watching the video, but a feeling with your abilities, like somebody next to you, a ghost telling you that that's the real deal.
Yeah, I can definitely pick up on stuff like that. But I see a lot of like elemental spirits in this video. There's definitely a couple of them that are kind of like in the woods, and I think those have a stronger presence than what they captured. But I mean,
but does it matter? Like,
I don't know.
Like, say that this video, just for example, just say this video came out yesterday. It's fresh. Would it be stronger when it's fresh versus an older video?
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter? Okay.
No, I mean, I pick up on the elemental spirits, like what's in the woods, like of the earth. It's not. My opinion is that this, if it's a real video, I don't feel that energy from it, but I feel I can feel the element, like the spirit of the woods.
Okay.
What some would think is like, if you look at woods, or some people look at pictures and you kind of get a face in it, and a lot of people are like, hey, that's matrixing, your eyes play tricks. They're trying to make the shape of a face out of everything you see, and that might be true, but sometimes we do pick up we do see that stuff. Yeah. So there's definitely some stuff like that in that video.
See, I always said, if Discovery Plus would ever get out their ass and sponsor like a real show to go out there, and when I have groups, I've always said I'm going to have 2 groups on my show, and each group's going to have a medium. You're going to be a medium on my group, and then we'll find another medium for this other group. Because if I'm going hunting, not hunting, but if I'm going to go research Bigfoot, paranormal UFOs, I want a medium with me because I want to know what you're feeling around that area. I think that'll be benefit to any kind of research of anything of the unknown. Identify S4. I just talked about you in the first segment today of the UFOs. I told people to go to your channel if they want to see the congressional hearing. So now this next video, guys, I don't know if this guy is full of shit. I don't know. He makes some crazy ass claims. It's called Bigfoot in women's yard, then pulls tree down. But what he said what Bigfoot was doing is crazy. And I want to see what Amber feels. If this guy, is this guy just doing this for a video? Is he just lying? But you guys got to check this out. I think it's kind of hilarious when I was watching this. There we go.
A rash of Sasquatch and Bigfoot that are...
Let me go back to the beginning. Here we
been
go.
a rash of Sasquatch and Bigfoot that are tearing down trees in this area. And this is a friend of mine's property. She works at Karma Charmer. She's a stripper at Exotic Dancer. And she came home and she said that over by the house, this Sasquatch was in her front yard masturbating. You know? Now she's...
Okay, I'm going to continue it. But the rest of the video, he sounds so serious. And I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on. It doesn't matter if a person's a stripper or not. That I don't have any problem with that. But a Bigfoot is standing masturbating with her. I'm not saying this ain't true or not, but I'll play the rest of it because the rest of it, I'm like, is this going to be a total joke? But then he's telling this story like there's a real Bigfoot, but I couldn't get past the part that Bigfoot is masturbating in front of a person's window. Hold on.
Caught, but they're two different species. So, you know, she was grossed out. She called him a nasty fucking creature or something and went inside to get a gun. And by the time she came out, she said the Sasquatch was down here ripping this tree apart. Look at how big that tree is. You know, that wind didn't knock that down, I'll tell you that. And she said that the Sasquatch was, you know, making all kinds of noises, a big commotion, ripped this down, and then she shot a shot in there, and she said that the Sasquatch ran into these woods here. Now, she hasn't seen it since, but just up the road, it was seen, and it ripped down another tree. It might be the same Sasquatch that's doing this. It seems like it's a reoccurring theme.
Connor.
You know, especially in this area. This is Beaver Dams, New York.
I don't think that was Connor, guys.
For Bigfoot and Sasquatch. It's probably, there's more Sasquatch here than any place in the world. There's a lot of Sasquatch in Beaver Dams, New York. And the notion that it's just a pleasant animal, a friendly animal, no. They're nasty creatures and they can be violent, and as you can see, they can be very destructive. That's very destructive. That's a, you know, 45-year-old tree or something. Sasquatch, don't ever turn your back on one. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Do you get any sense if this, I mean, this is the thing. I wouldn't question if he said that a Sasquatch was doing something to himself out there, but he mentioned at first that the woman who lives there is a stripper from a club. Then he talks about how the Bigfoot was masturbating and then looking and all that, and then it's just like, okay. But then he tells the rest of the story like he's really telling a story about Bigfoot. So I don't know if this guy is telling the truth, he's lying. Do your surroundings of anything there is telling you this guy is actually telling the truth? Now, somebody said that earlier in their chat, somebody was saying that, you know, these creatures are known to be nasty. So, okay, I mean, monkeys, I know they do weird things to themselves in front of people and all that. And so I'm not saying they don't, but what do you get a sense, Amber?
First of all, did you Google him to see if he owns the strip club and he's self-promoting? That's what popped into my head first.
You know what? I did not do that.
I mean, where is she to tell the story? I mean, do we know if she is consuming alcohol at work and coming home and trying to fire something into the woods? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that can go into this. I don't think she's going to have a full-on conversation while he's doing that, and he's not going to either just run off. You know, I mean, I don't know.
No,
I
I'm actually checking my my history to see if it says if this guy is part of, you know, like you said. Let me see here. Let me see if it says anything in the subscription. Only thing is this guy, he's a dog trainer. Peter King dog trainer. Doesn't talk about anything that he's attached with this strip club or not. So apparently he's a dog trainer. That's all I know about this guy, but I'll do some more research. But I don't know. It's kind of a goofy story, but you know, it's just, hey, maybe he's telling 100% truth. So maybe now the thing is, if you look at that tree, somebody did make a comment that tree does look dead, and you don't really see leaves on it. So now that could just mean that it's an easier tree for a wind to bring it down, and another animal. So that doesn't look like a live tree. If you see it right there beneath them, that doesn't look like a fresh, strong tree. It looks like a tree that it has been dead for a while. I'm right. And I'm always the one telling people, like, let's never disregard anybody's stories, because so many people do that. But it's not his story. He's retelling a story, and it seems like he's practiced it a lot. Like, if it came from her, I think it would have more. It'd be more valid, I guess. But he's just kind of like rehearsed it. And where is she? Like, let's hear it from her. Exactly. But beyond that,
because he wasn't there.
I was like listening to the story, like, I gotta get Amber's point of view on this. I gotta get his point of view. But guys, like I said, I'm saving the paranormal last, because it's going to be based on Amber's video. So we're going to skip right into the Mandela effect today.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
Luke, I am your father.
All right. I will put on, hold on, let me hit pause a second. Now, this one is Beaker from the Muppet Show. Never said meep, ever. He always has said me and me. So basically, this is Beaker from the Muppets. So this might be more of an effect to an older group that have probably seen a Beaker from the Muppets. But let's see what this guy says in his video about Beaker. Let me press play.
There'll be quite a few of you that will remember this. It's regarding the character Beaker from the Muppet Show. He plays a humanoid Muppet who serves as the shy, hapless assistant to Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. He was first introduced in 1977 to the Muppet Lab sketch during the second season of the Muppet Show. Kermit the Frog describes Beaker by saying, if somebody has to get hurt, it's almost always Beaker. Whenever Bunsen's experiments start to go bad, Beaker has always been the recurring victim, mostly blown up and deflated. He only speaks in high pitches. Now, when you read all the articles on this, it now says that he says, me, me, me. Well, Beaker always said meep, M-E-E-P, as it's got on all these little bits of residual evidence. And these magazines, t-shirts, cups, all sorts of stuff that's been out for many, many years. A lot of sort of fan fiction stuff as well that's out there. this stuff wouldn't exist if you never said meep. But there's some clips coming up. I've looked at every single clip out there on the Muppets, and a lot of people taking it off as well. They all say me. I can't seem to find one that says meep yet. Although, like I say, all the merchandise and everything.
So let me ask everybody in the chat. Okay, so basically, if you couldn't hear what he's saying is Beaker, everybody remembers who like Beaker used to say, people remember him saying meep, meep, meep. The whole meep. But now what he's saying is in the Mandela community that people are remembering him saying me, 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 not meep. So Amber, have you ever watched Beaker from the Muppets? Do you have any memory of how he talks? Because
yes.
So what do you remember him saying?
I'm lagging. I think. I always thought it was meep.
Meep.
But
and I see here
Justin, I'm wrong, right? Yeah.
Justin says, I love Beaker. So Justin, what do you remember Beaker? Did Beaker say meep or did Beaker say me? What do you remember? Okay, so Justin wrote meep, meep. So there are people remember him saying the full word meep. But apparently, right here, Dina P wrote meep. So it sounds so far, most people who remember this character is saying meep. But right here, meep, just like the Roadrunner. Meep, meep. And here we go.
Yeah.
Meep. The whole word meep. Wow. Wow. Almost unanimous. Everybody's remember meep, not me. Terry Brown wrote meep, meep. So that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good effect because a lot of people remember the other one. You know, there's so many Mandela effects in this world. And it's so fun trying to, finding these with different memories and all that. I remember watching the Muppets, and I remember watching Alice Cooper was on the Muppets. The guy looks just like me. I'm trying to say, does it look like Anthony? Okay, I guess. Me. That's funny. So, guys, that's it. That's it for the Mandela effect. We're gonna go right into the paranormal world, and we're gonna talk about her video. So here we go. Let me go to here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Let me get this off. And well, actually, I want to share Amber's channel first. Amber's channel. Let me see here. This is what Amber's wrote, what she's about. I explore all things paranormal, from ghosts, haunting, cryptids, and all being in between. I use my abilities to help spirits cross over as well. I am one who believes in many meditation, being in touch with your true higher self. We are beings of amazing energy and love. You're limitless. I'm also a dairy goat farmer and a homeschooling mama. Wow. I didn't know you were a dairy goat farmer. So that is pretty awesome. And you can see that Amber's Paraworld has tons of videos. And now, but you did a video on Friday the 13th live at a cemetery. Now, let me ask you before we play a clip from your video, is this a cemetery that's close to where you live? Was there a calling that made you want to go out to the cemetery and do a research?
It was kind of like midnight kind of thing, and we were just like, it's Friday the 13th, it's almost a full moon, let's go see what happens. So was this like spare of the moment? You're like, I feel something, I gotta go here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And can you remember Friday the 13th was also Leprechaun Day. So you had the luck of the leprechauns helping you out and all that. And you sent me a clip because I asked you because it's a full 45 minutes, and you sent me a clip to slow it down so people. Let me see here. Actually, let me do this. Why did I do this for a second? Because here we go. I'm gonna put in the chat. You had two major parts in this. You gave me a timestamp for it. So when you guys go to her channel, when you go into the full video, I'm putting in the chat the timestamps of some moments from the video. But let me play this clip for you guys.
Hey. Somebody was talking right there. Dude, it was a person. Like, probably a dead person, but it was a person. Oh, did you hear? I did. It was right here. Yes. What if it's the same one we heard down there? No, because it kind of sounded like a female. This one, I thought it sounded like a man, but it could have been. Yeah. It sounded like a female. What's that? What was that?
Let me ask you, did you have a person with you that was named Brad, or did the ghost just calling out for Brad for whatever reason?
No, the lady that was with me is a good friend of mine, and she owns the haunted house I've been filming at. I've done several videos there. Her husband's name is Brad, and he was at home in bed.
So
I don't know if somebody followed us from their place, and kind of went with us, asking where he was. I'm assuming that's what happened.
Neat. So that's neat. So if that's true, would that be considered an intelligent ghost if it knew somebody's name that's with you guys?
Yes.
Wow. That is awesome. And like I said, you had the full 45-minute video. And then you also let me go back for a second. I mean, Love Cemetery, the dead man who came to my house. Now, what's the story about this this 11 days ago you wrote you did a video about.
So really quick, I'm going to tell you guys about this spirit that came here today. So I was in the floor earlier today cleaning up some toys, and I heard him talking, and he's like talking in this really deep, growly, creepy, scary voice. I could not even understand him because he was like so talking in this deep voice. So then I went to the pantry, and I'm like going through all my canned foods, doing all this stuff, cleaning it up, and I heard him again, and he's kind of just been, I don't know, trying to scare me. So just a little while ago, I'm like, look, dude, you got to back off. Like, my hair on my arm was raised up. I don't know where he came from. And well, he said he come from the cemetery, of course, but I don't know where. Anyways, I asked him if he wanted to cross over, and he agreed. But before that, he told me he was mean, and he didn't like people, and he didn't like me, and all this stuff. Trying to scare me, but he didn't believe in God. He said he did not believe in God. When I crossed them over, I prayed with them, and I asked God to come and get them, to take them to where they need to go to heal. So with him, I didn't want to scare him off if he did not, like, if I were to say that, I didn't want to scare him off. So I called for his mama, and his grandmama came too, and they came and got him. They literally met him in this amazing light, and he went from like this really scary looking man. And that's what I'm like, go hug your mama. You haven't seen her for so long. And I could literally see them hug. And he instantly changed. He changed from this scary thing to this son who missed his mom. It was like, I've never seen this happen before. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Spirits are amazing. Even the scary ones. because they just need somebody to listen and to help them.
That's amazing story. I mean, so basically, if I hear it right, here's this ghost, and he's telling you he's not a nice person, but somehow you convince him to let go, and you brought his mom and stuff to let go and to become like a good person, to be able like to cross over. I mean, I've never
sometimes it's easier. Sometimes it's harder. It just depends. But yeah, he went from like this scary thing to this mushy boy who dismissed his mom. I had never had that happen before. So like where I've actually seen them like go from like this scary thing to just like this person who wanted to be with his family.
And do you and
but I learn something new every day.
Well, you saw this, like you said, you saw the vision of him hugging the mom, and then like when you see them like cross over, do you actually physically see the light along yourself when they cross over? I mean, what's that like?
I can feel it. I can feel when they cross over. I get a lot of pressure in my head. It's so weird. Some people feel it in different places, but I feel it in my head, and it's like the pressure just goes away when they go through, like when they go to the others, like where they need to go. Some I can get to that point and then they back out, which happened with that one video I just did yesterday on the guy named Panda. I could not get him to go. He just terrorizes his wife, and she's dead too. So like I don't know if he'll come back. He's not there now, but I've got some tricks to use on him if he comes back again. I know his real name. I know his mom's name now, so I'll try to use that if he comes back.
I just think it's cool in a lot of ways. You can let go of your hate and let the love come in even after you're dead. If you know you're kind of a bad person.
Right. It's still free will. I mean, you can still do what you want when you're dead, just like you can here.
But I wonder what's the limit, like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like, what's the limit of how bad you could be to be allowed to run up? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to know that extent. I've seen some really crappy negative things this year already.
What level of bad is he? I know.
I think he was just like really wanting to try to scare people, but he did follow us, followed me from somewhere, some cemetery somewhere. I don't know when it was or how long he'd been hanging out outside, because they don't always have to show themselves to me. Sometimes I'll bring some home and I don't even know till I get home, but sometimes I can, kind of feel them in the car. It just, or feel them with me, I guess. But some of them can, they can choose whether they want me to see them there or not.
And then Terry Brown wrote, "It hits me in the chest and affects my ability to breathe, Amber." Wow.
See, yes, everybody feels it differently.
Oh, so yours more of the headache, and for him, it's more of where he feel like he can't breathe.
Yeah, mine's almost like when you're in if say you're like at a high altitude and your head feels like it's just gonna blow. That's what mine feels like, and then the pressure will just go away when they cross over.
Wow. And of course you have a YouTube channel, but you also have a lot of stuff here. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen of your TikTok channel. You also have
There's one I just uploaded like maybe a day ago. It's in green. It's like the ghost tube thing. You should play that one. It's a quick one.
And guys, there's the TikTok channel. Follow her on TikTok. Let me see here. Here we go.
I don't believe you.
When a ghost tries
I
to
forgot to put music in it. So was my.
Satan.
That's all. That's all it is. I was like, who's messing with my arm? And it was like Satan. I'm like, whatever.
Satan. Wow.
He's got other things to do than to mess with my arm,
And then you also have, it's always interesting. Where is it? I thought, here's one right here, because dolls over here. So you got a doll here. Hold on. You wrote this. Let me see. I recorded this right after she burned my forearm. So this doll burnt your forearm?
Yes, we were just kind of hanging out in the house, and that's the same lady who owns that house that was at the cemetery with me. And right where my tattoo is, on my forearm, it got really, like, it just burned. Like, I really couldn't see much. It was a little red, but it was hot. It was super hot. And then we turned the ghost tube app on after that. That's a new doll that she just recently got, and that doll does not like me at all.
But you help people.
Right, but they don't want, some of them just kind of like they don't want that help. You know, they don't like me. But she definitely doesn't like me.
You talking about my arm?
Leave me alone.
Oh. You know what? I'm trying to be nice to you.
They actually told you to leave her alone?
What was funny is, like, leave me alone came through on the ghost tube, but a disembodied voice says Amber can right before it. Like, it made a sentence with a disembodied voice through no app and with an app. So it said Amber can leave me alone. But I wasn't bothering her. I mean, like, we're just trying to talk to her, figure out who she is. There's a lot of spirits in that house, and when there's a lot of spirits, sometimes it takes me a little longer to figure out who's with who, because I try to connect with one of them and then they all jump in, and it can be a little overwhelming. The woods one is a good one. The one right before that one. That was with the ghost tube app too, in the woods. I think they were calling me out in that one. I don't know.
Anthony, you said you want to talk to me. I'll send you the link to this StreamYard after the show's over. Just jump on StreamYard and you can tell me what you want to tell me. So this is for Anthony only, people. Anthony only. Okay, so let's go back. So,
and that was just a couple days ago. The one and the second one, that was just a few days ago.
Lady. Psychic. Run. Curse. Lady. Psychic. Run.
I like it because it knows you're a psychic, and it's saying run.
Yeah, it was like, lady, run.
Did you
like,
run?
Dude, I was up on a hill. We was up on a mountain. No, there is no way I'm running. I was up on a mountain. Like, no.
Wow.
They would have to get me before I could run off that hill.
And people, look, I mean, Amber's got tons of just videos. Patrick, part 2, Patrick Swayze. Did you actually get a voice message from Patrick Swayze?
Oh, absolutely. Those videos were easier to put on TikTok than YouTube. I got copyright claims left and right, even though I had no original stuff.
Oh wow! So this is, I went to where Dirty Dancing was filmed.
This is a good one, yeah.
Here we go.
Patrick, what was your character's name in the movie? Do you remember Jennifer Grey's name in the movie? Patrick, what was your favorite part about filming here? Do you remember what famous scene you did in this lake right here? What was the temperature of the lake that day? Definitely wasn't hot. Patrick, are you here with us?
Wow.
What was your character's name in the movie?
Castle.
What was your character's last name in the movie?
What I like is you're like asking certain questions to make sure that you were talking to Patrick and not like another ghost.
Yeah, there were several other ones that were kind of tagging along with other people. It was busy that day. You know, people like to go there and kind of hang out. There's a part 2 to that one that's about, I don't know, it's not very long, but it's good too.
Yeah, right here.
What was your character's name in the movie? What was your character's last name in the movie? Do you remember what the name of the resort was in the movie? Well, Patrick, thank you for giving us the time of our life.
I like that.
I enjoyed that movie. It was amazing.
Time of our life.
Patrick, are you at peace right now?
Sure.
What was your character's name, Patrick?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. If a ghost gives you a response and you know it's that person, is your responses are from ghosts that have not passed over, or can you get responses from ghosts that has passed over to you?
Yeah, if they like kind of just go into the light immediately when they pass, they can still come back and like see their loved ones and talk to us. They absolutely can. But there's some that just kind of get to where they don't go that way. You know, they need to go heal and choose what they want to do, you know, in the future.
So did you feel that Patrick Swayze has passed over to the light and you got lucky where he's responding?
He was very well aware of where he was and that he was gone, and you know, he was just aware of it, and he spent a lot of time with his wife still. So but yeah, whatever, there was one part of it, I don't know if it's on the TikToks or not, but I had said, you know, did you know I was coming? He's like, what did he say? Something like, you told me last week or something. Yeah, because like I had like prepared for this, you know, tried to call out to him way ahead of time. That was a little bit of a journey for us, it's a couple-hour drive. So I'm like, I'm not going to go there, and then he's not going to come. So
wow. Do you have
so
any,
yeah, I had to get ready for that one.
You have any big investigations coming up?
Yes, in a couple of weeks, at the end of the month, I will be staying all night at Lake Shawnee, the haunted abandoned carnival thing.
Oh wow! Are you gonna try?
It
to
is
do
haunted by
live?
Shawnee Indians, Native Americans. Yes, I will go live. I don't know that I really want to stay the night there because I have to be there like at 2 p.m. So by the time like midnight rolls around, I'm already going to be there 8 hours. I don't know how. It depends on how the spirits affect me. Some places I go into, I'd rather just go for like 2 hours. I don't need to be there all night at any place. So I don't know how it's going to work out. We'll see.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to her channel, her YouTube channel is in the description of the show. And you just saw I put the TikTok on there. So in the chat, so find the TikTok, subscribe to her, because you can't, you know, you got the real deal right here. You know, you got a person who's a true medium, and it seems like her attitude is such a great attitude that she gets good responses because she's a good person. I think Ghost responds better to a good person. And I know listening to you in the past, you know, it's an annoying gift too sometimes, because you could be out shopping, getting dinner, getting food, and they'll come out of nowhere. I mean, I would hate to be driving and all of a sudden like, one wants to talk to you while you're driving. I can see where that could be pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
I mean, I've had him turn my steering wheel and try to crash me before. So yeah, it just it can get wild sometimes, but for the most part, I mean, I'm the one who's always like, you know, okay, don't come home with me, but if you really need help, go ahead. You know, I need to not do that, but I can't, like, I mean, just because they're dead doesn't mean they don't deserve to be happy. So,
and then tomorrow, guys, I do have a live show tomorrow night. We got a guest coming on here. He's going to be talking about his alien life. I have a person who says she is from another planet, that she is an alien life form, and she's using a human body to walk this planet. He's going to be a guest on the channel tomorrow. So we're going to find out what's the story. What's it like being
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So, and I'm not here to tell you it is or not. That's going to be up to you. But we're going to ask the questions, you know, and let you decide if you believe this person is an alien from another planet or not. It's going to be up to you. But during the day tomorrow, I am going to be doing a Star Wars reading. I do got 4 crystals now, 4 Kyber crystals to choose from to get that magical Star Wars reading tomorrow at noon. So there's actually 2 shows tomorrow. The Jedi Sith Lord Gypsy is going to be out to do a Star Wars reading with the 4 crystals. And then tomorrow night, got the live show with person who claims it's from another planet. Because I got a lot of questions. You know, if you are here, if you are alien, is the body deceased? Did you just pick a body? What has happened to that soul of that body? But beyond that, guys, I want to thank every single one for showing up. I want to thank Amber for joining me today. And beyond that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow on the Paranormal Highway.